Breaking news this morning from another state targeted in Trump's immigration crackdown. Maine Senator Susan Collins announcing that ICE has ceased its enhanced operations in the state of Maine. This after a week-long operation where DHS said it had arrested more than 200 people. The announcement also comes after several clergy members were arrested this week for holding a sit-in at Collins's office. And as she faced pressure for supporting the funding package that would give ICE another $10 billion. With us now is Carl Schilling. He's the mayor of Maine's second biggest city of Lewiston, which saw a lot of this ICE activity in that state. Mayor, thank you for being with us. What's your reaction to this announcement from Senator Collins that ICE is pausing or ending its expanded operations in your state?
Yes, thank you. So if it's true, it's welcome news. You know, ICE operations here in Maine have largely failed to improve public safety, and they've caused lasting damage to our communities. And, we're going to continue to work to support our neighbors and then work to get back everyone who is wrongfully detained by ICE and make sure that they're returned to us.
When this operation was launched, DHS said they were targeting the worst of the worst. What have you been hearing from your community about who was targeted and detained?
So I can share with you that there was a mom here in Lewiston who was taken during the morning, and we had to find childcare for her autistic son. And there's been reports that people with no criminal records have been detained. I mean, really, they have not detained the worst of the worst. They've been detaining our neighbors, family members, and our employees.
We've heard school officials talk about kids staying home from schools, business owners worried about losing customers. How did ICE's presence change things in Lewiston?
It certainly had a negative impact for our city. You know, as you just mentioned, we had school children who were afraid to go to school. We had employees afraid to go to work. I mean, I talked to a business owner yesterday, and there was markedly decreased traffic in his store. But one thing I wanted to also mention is that, Lewiston, ICE came here to sow fear and discord, and Lewiston is not cowered by this fear. We banded together to make sure that families had groceries, kids got to school, and that employees had rides to work. I'm very proud of our community, and over the past week, I've witnessed the very best of us.
And it was just 1 week that they were there. It's certainly not what we've seen in other states where they've done these operations. Why do you think they decided to pull out now?
I think this is just, it's really just the power of advocacy and protesting and political pressure. I'm really proud of our community members who came out and protested. We had a massive protest this past Saturday. And pressure from, our governor, fellow mayors, and people around the country. I've heard messages from people around the country, and I appreciate everyone's support for Lewiston.
Speaking of political pressure, Senator Collins says she urged DHS to stop the operations there in Maine. She says she thinks Secretary Noem listened to her. But we also know Collins has been working to pass this package of funding bills that would give ICE $10 billion more dollars. What would you say to her about that?
I am not recommending that we vote for any money for ICE. We need to take a hard look at their tactics, and we certainly cannot be giving them more money to harass our citizens, kill our citizens. We need a complete rethink of how ICE operates.
Lewiston Mayor Carl Schilling, thank you for your time and for sharing what's happening in your city.
Thank you for having me.